What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be playing some top ladder using Sparky Rage. So the Goblin Giant was buffed recently, and there's almost no rocket in the meta after the nerf. Archers are inside of Sparky because of how broken they are. If you guys don't have the Golden Knight, you can use the minions instead. That's a pretty solid replacement. And this deck doesn't have a ton of air, but it has a ton of ground counters. So if you're against an air deck, make sure to apply a ton of pressure. Before we head in the first game, if you guys want to support me, code BOSS in any Supercell game, thank you guys do that. But yeah, let's get right into the first game here. And I wanted to let you guys know, for all of you guys who are not a huge fan of this overlay, I just want to tell you guys, if you can, to be patient, because my plan is for me to start bringing out the new content for you guys in about a week. That's going to be the start of it. Well, actually, I plan to start recording it in the next couple days, and then it'll be out starting next week, and then from there, we'll see how it goes, and then, you know, I'll revise things if needed. But yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much. I kind of want to, you know, leave you guys in a little bit of, what's the right word, like suspense or whatever. So it's like a little bit of a surprise what's coming. But for, I guess that's good for you guys who don't like this format. If in a week, when I bring out the new content, and, you know, might not go as well according to, you know, plan, then, you know, I'll revise things, change things up, and likely change the overlay as well. But you guys will see what I'm talking about in a little while, like in about a week. Anyway, I have no idea what this guy is playing right here. Something very strange for sure. I think it's, well, actually, I was going to say it's Mega Knight Wallbreakers, but he's got the recruits, so I don't know. This is just a little weird, not gonna lie. I think he used the recruits, right? I was kind of talking and explaining things. I wasn't paying complete attention, but if I'm not crazy, I'm pretty sure this guy whipped out the recruits, so this deck is a little bit wild. And by the way, this deck has a ton of, yeah, like I said, ground cards in it. Like, it's got as you can see, it has Mini P.E.K.K.A, Dark Prince, Golden Knight, and yeah, I mean, it has 3-4 elixir ground cards, so it might seem kind of interesting because typically Sparky will only have 2, so typically there'll be another air counter in the deck, such as, you know, the minions, or maybe even Zappies, which I guess is another ground card. But the idea of this is because you're going to lose to air decks anyway, even if you had the, you know, the Zappies in the deck, I thought, well, why not have more ground cards? And it just, I feel like it's better this way. I think it's personal preference. Not many Sparky players do this, but it's what I personally like to do when I run Sparky, and for me at least, I've had a lot of success in the past doing that. So if you guys want to try this, you know, strategy, then I'd definitely recommend it. So yeah, the archers are just getting loads of value. He does have arrows to take them out there, which is unfortunate, but still got a little bit of chip damage, and I feel like we're overwhelming him slowly. Those wall breakers were aggressive. Here's what I'm thinking we do. We go in for the Dark Prince here. We go for the dash, we go Goblin Giant, we go all in here, and hopefully overwhelm him. If that Golden Knight dashes on the... Oh my goodness, yeah, see, the Golden Knight is just so broken, even without the tornado. And yeah, you can see he's even a little confused because of just, I guess, the Golden Knight dashes, and yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, that card is pretty wild and definitely needs a nerf, in my opinion. So yeah, as you could probably tell from that matchup, the Sparky sometimes doesn't get a ton of value. Like, for example, he was running the recruits, and Sparky doesn't tend to do amazing against the recruits, unless, of course, you're playing recruits hogs, then it's going to be good against the royal hogs, but it's not that great against, yeah, recruits and stuff like even Tombstone, so some matchups it gets way more value than others. It really just depends on what you're playing against. Right here, very good opportunity to use our Sparky. Wait, actually, that might go... Oh, yeah, never mind. The Mini P.E.K.K.A is pretty much going to deal with it. Okay, so he's got Ice Wizard. He's got the Cage. So I'm kind of curious here what deck he's running. My guess is it's either going to be Golem or... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We hit him with an opposite lane push. Oftentimes, and this is the biggest mistake I see Sparky players make who aren't that good with Sparky, is they'll basically, they won't apply dual lane pressure, which is something that's, and we just won. That's it. He needed the Golden Knight to dash on those archers. The fact that that didn't happen just cost him the game right there. It's over. We already won. Yeah, I mean, so I was going to say, dual lane pressure. So half the time you play Sparky in one lane, you want to go for Goblin Giant push in the other lane because they commit all their elixir on the Sparky, and oftentimes their air counter, like the Phoenix, and because this deck doesn't have a lot of air counters, take advantage of that, hit them with a push in the opposite lane, and just wreck them, like I just did. Alright, found our next game here. Let's go ahead and split archers. Let's see what this guy wants to do. He goes Bandit. Alright, we'll go ahead and Dark Prince. Should be fine. He's probably running some kind of bridge spam deck, for sure. Arrows. Arrows Bandit. Alright, Mega Knight. Mega Knight generally isn't that bad of a matchup. Your mini P.E.K.K.A. and stuff do really good against it. Okay, he's got Hog as well. Kind of a strange deck, not gonna lie. I think because he's got his arrows that cycle, I'm gonna go Gob Giant at the bridge with the archers, and then let's get a Rage down. And even though he was able to arrow the archers last second there, look at how much damage we got. In fact, we almost took out his whole tower. That Rage kind of came in clutch there. Golden Knight here on the Bandit, and yeah, we're in a really good position. Even though he struck first and got, you know, a lot of damage, we counter pushed off of that because he went all in. He played Mega Knight Hog. That's a pretty massive overcommitment, so we just capitalized off of that. He's got a Prince as well, so this is just a very random deck, kind of just like your typical mid-ladder deck. We got mini P.E.K.K.A. for his Hog, which he does drop. Okay, I don't know what this guy's doing. He tried to kite the Dark Prince. Clearly that did not work out for him. We do know he's got arrows, though, so we do have to be kind of cautious about defending this. I'm going to Gob Giant on defense. I know it's expensive, but it's honestly not a bad trade because it's going to stop the Bandit and the Inferno Drag. And then we'll get the Spear Gobs as well to prevent him from like playing something at the bridge because they get attacked. Because they'd get attacked by the Spear Goblins. So we'll go Golden Knight in the back here. Okay, he's going to go for... Let's go for a Dark Prince. Kite that over. Sparky is going to help out. Very thankful that that happened, because otherwise that might have been a little hard to defend. Honestly, we probably would have been fine, but... Just archers, see if he... Okay, he is going to go E-Wiz to take those out, and he's pretty much just got time for one more push, so if he doesn't break through, it's going to be GG. Guess he was trying to predict archers, but I think when he played them, I didn't even have them. It's like all the time. Anyway, that's going to be GG. Very, very strange deck. You can see even when they are using something like, you know, arrows, you can still get a decent amount of value out of the archers. Because, of course, you can split them as well. Alright. In our next one here against Snowflake. I guess that's one of the emojis that's allowed to be used in your name. There's only a few that can be used in your name and in clans, and it's kind of weird that the Snowflake is one of them. Kind of interesting for sure. Okay, so this guy's running Sparky as well. We don't have a Zap in rotation, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess we'll see what he does here. He does... Ooh, he didn't Zap either, though, so I guess that works out. It's honestly fine. Just do that to kill the Sparky, and yeah, I think this is an alright start. We both kind of just canceled each other's pushes for the most part. I'm going to try to pressure here. In these Sparky versus Sparky matches, you kind of want to catch them off guard with pushes. It's one of the effective ways, like an effective way of winning, kind of the mirrors. So yeah, it's a very similar deck, except he's got Zappies likely instead of the archers that I have, and then he probably has minions instead of the Dark Prince if I had to guess. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's possible that he might be running Dark Prince 2 and just has one air counter, so I guess we'll find out soon enough. We'll go Sparky as well here. And then this time around, I might go for a Gob Giant to protect our Sparky. It kind of depends on what he does, to be honest. Okay, yeah, that worked out, because he decided to, That was so close to getting a shot, dang. Kite that over. And we're going to tower trade, because there's no way he's going to be able to defend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to defend this, though. No, we're fine, we're fine. In fact, look at the King Tower on his end. That mini P.E.K.K.A put in some work there. Oh, the mirror matches are very weird. I'll tell you that. So he decides to Sparky. I'm going to go ahead and do the same. We can probably... go defensive Gob Giant here. There's no point in zapping his Sparky because obviously the Phoenix would have just taken it out anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference. It's been an interesting game. I think we... Nice, nice. That's just... Jeez. That's just one of those games, man, where it's like... I can't even talk. I just gotta focus. Sparky versus Sparky. It's chaotic. Alright, yeah, my commentating probably hasn't been the best either today because I'm pretty tired. I'm recording this right before I go to sleep. But I know you guys always like Sparky uploads, and because it tends to be an easier deck to play, I figured, like, even though I'm a little tired right now, I could, still manage to record. I gotta be energized for tomorrow, though, because tomorrow's gonna be the first day where I actually record, the new content I got planned for you guys. And I'll tell you right now, it is gonna take a little more effort than my normal videos, so... Might also be changing up the upload schedule as well slightly. We'll see how it all goes, though. Anyway, this guy's running Recruits Hogs, so... Because he's got arrows, definitely not a good matchup. That being said, though, it's possible to win. He's also, it seems like he's got a different variation. Ooh, really close to getting another shot. Yeah, he's got Inferno Drag, so I don't know what kind of variant this is. Because typically the deck has, yeah, obviously Flying Machine, so I don't know what this guy's got. I guess we'll find out. Like, maybe he just has Inferno Drag instead of Flying Machine, and then everything else is just the same. It could be that. I guess that's probably the most likely situation we got going here. Go ahead and zap this. Yeah, this is not looking good. Likely gonna be GG. Definitely with him having arrows as well, this is quite a challenging matchup. This is kind of our only hope. We gotta try to rush in the opposite lane here, but I don't even think this is gonna work out. Oh, wow, yeah, I don't know what just happened there, but... yeah. That's game. That's pretty... like, I don't want to say it's impossible, but definitely, like, a pretty hard counter for sure. Because of the arrows and... yeah, the recruits, like I said before, very, very good against Sparky. So we'll go for one final game. Go Dark Prince here in the opposite lane. So Phoenix, Cannon. Alright, he's probably running E-Giant. That would be, you know, my best guess here. Alright, so E-Giant, E-Giant, E-Giant. It's not that bad of a matchup, but it's like not easy at the same time. See what happens. Oh! Well, Golden Knight just happened there, that's for sure. So we rage it up. And that's already going to be tower down. Potentially already good game. Whoa! That's, I mean, that's a lot of damage we just got right there on the King Tower. Did he straight up give up? I'm gonna Gob Giant here. Alright, we won. He's dry. He has no elixir. That's it. That's it. I guess we end with a banger. We end with a 3 crown. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, Sparky might not be the, like, the best deck in the meta. It's definitely, like, not a top 3 deck right now. I would even say it's not even top 5. But with that being said, I think it's definitely better than the last meta, just because of the Rocket nerf. But with that being said, there is more Monk after the Monk buff, and Monk is really good in Sparky. But with that being said, if you guys are looking for a deck that's, like, easy to play, fun to play, and if you're in mid-ladder or, like, kind of low, like, maybe outside of the top, I don't know, 10,000 or whatever you could say, or even outside of the top 5,000, people tend to make way more mistakes, and with this kind of deck, you capitalize off of that way more. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already, and thanks again, until next time, guys.